It's Conor here in Altafulla, near Tarragona in Spain. Beautiful medieval village with a church and a castle here. And I love spending time in places that have history, squares that you can sit in and think 300 years ago there was someone here in this square sitting, seeing this view. But anyway, the thought for this week is there was a friend of mine, and I asked him, do you want to achieve this? And he said, it depends. It depends what it's going to cost me. And something that I've noticed is people who are effective at achieving things don't just set goals, but are very aware that anything you want to achieve has a cost. And they don't just live in the fantasy of what they want to achieve. They take the time to think about what the true cost is going to be. So if I want to climb a mountain, there's a wonderful moment where you're on the top of the mountain, where you've reached the summit, where you can see far, where you can feel proud, but there's a journey up to that summit. And to just think about the summit without understanding the suffering, the blisters, the hard work, the rain, the cold on the way up, you're probably going to give up on the way to the summit. And a wise mentor of mine, Vern Harnish, often says, you can have anything, but you cannot have everything. And this idea, when you set goals, it's not enough to just visualize the point on the top of the mountain of what you're going to get. You need to be clear on what the resources, what the time, the money, the effort, what are you going to put in if you really want to achieve this? And only set goals if you're willing to see what it is that you want, but also really get clear on what's the price and decide that I am willing to pay this price. I mean, a lot of people who have collections of goals, but they've never learned to love the journey towards those goals. And I love the idea of Jim Rohn. The goals that you have, the achievements that you have, the true value is not in the moment of achievement. It's in becoming the person you need to be to achieve it. And that's the true value. The journey is what matters more than the destination. So when you set goals, when you're looking at your goals, if you're thinking about your goals for 2026, don't just write a book, turn over this amount. Think about, what will I have to pay? What's the price I need to pay to achieve the goals that matter to me? And if you can love the price that you have to pay, then the goal becomes more possible. Anyway, have a great one here from the church square of Altafulla. Have a good one. Thank you for your likes, your comments. Helps me keep coming back and making these videos. Have a good one.